Hey guys, what's up? It's Jihad78 back again with another video. Although it's been 8 or 9 months since I've done my last video, that doesn't mean I have not been collecting. Far from it. I have been doing a lot of collecting actually. And to prove to you guys what I've been doing, I've been busy over the last few months. Let's have a look what I've been picking up. I'm a little rusty, so if I sound weird or funny, you're free to make any comments. Starting things off, we have here Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the Nintendo 64. This game came from a store that was again closing down my area. The shop is closing down due to rampant piracy, I guess, and he just can't come. People downloading games via peer-to-peer file sharing websites and torrents. So the guy's literally closing his store down, and old stuff like this is just collecting dust. He's like, I'm gonna get rid of it. I paid the equivalent of just under $10 for this game sealed. I am gonna open this. I am gonna play it. I just wanted to prove to you guys that I did get it sealed for such a cheap price. My Rogue Squadron collection is complete. I am gonna make a GameCube collection one day. So you'll see part 2 and 3 over there. But this is pretty cool. I got the game sealed. Not much to say really about it. I haven't played it yet, but I can't wait to play it now that I've shown it right here on YouTube. So yeah, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. You can't go wrong with that. Very good game. Next we have Turok 2. This game as well came from the same store. Fortunately, it's really sad that after 20 years, your favorite video game store is closing down. But as the saying goes, all good things come to an end. Now, Turok 2, I haven't played yet. I have Turok 1 lying around somewhere. I have played it on Nintendo 64. But this game again came sealed, and it came for the very cheap price. I mean, the equivalent of $10 US, regardless of what the price tag says over there. Which, for information, if you can do the math, this game came out for the equivalent of $100 back then, so you can adjust for inflation. Back in 98 or 99. Yeah, the store was expensive. But yeah, Turok 2. Now all you need to do is find Turok 3. I haven't played this yet, but I can't wait to play it. Same store had Geist lying around. This was not sealed, and I got it for slightly less than the other two games. There's mixed reviews about this game. Some people say it has some good ideas, but I wasn't that thoroughly impressed. The controls were a bit slow, but I'm sure I'll try and get into it. So yeah, let's move along. Got Max Payne 2 from the same store, sealed again for the equivalent of $10. I remember playing Max Payne Part 1 on PC back in 2002, like a year after that game came out. And it was pretty cool, with the slow motion bullet shots and stuff. So if this game's anything to go by, and again, you can't go wrong with Rockstar, most of their games are pretty cool. So I can't wait to play this one as well, sealed. I am going to open it. Go away. Stranglehold Collector's Edition. John Woo, I beg your pardon, Stranglehold Collector's Edition. This game wasn't sealed. I picked this game up actually at a flea market, not at the store that was closing down, for the equivalent price of just under $10. But yeah, both discs were there, and the game was clean, but not much to say about this game. I mean, IGN said that the game was short, and with good reason. The gameplay is very repetitive. So it's an okay game. I mean, if you're a fan of John Woo or Hong Kong action flicks, you probably like this. Although after playing Sleeping Dogs and then playing this game has nothing on that one. You can be the judge. Over here, I found Borderlands 2. I found it loose actually. This game was loose. It was lying around on the tip of the flea market, and it was scratched to high hell. Really scratched. I mean, I've buffed it with all kinds of polish, disc polish, car polish, just to get it working. It does work now, but again, I had to install it on the Xbox 360 first, just to get it, give the lens an easier job. Again, this game was loose. I got an idea from some of you guys on the internet to print your own inserts. So this is just on normal paper. It looks okay, but a week after that I found an actual insert. So you can see the difference here. Printed, original, but this thing fell. This thing's been wet or somebody, I don't know, God knows what they did to it. So I kept it just in case you guys can give me a. Doesn't take a no-brainer to figure out which cover I'm going to use. I just wanted to show you guys the difference between the original insert and the insert I printed on a Xerox printer. I think it looks okay. It'll look decent on the shelf. DJ Hero 2. Got this one at the flea market as well, not on the same day. Unfortunately, I don't have the the DJ accessory to play this game, otherwise it just won't play. So I'm gonna wait until I get that so I can do a thorough, better review. Next we have Deus Ex. This game is pretty cool. You know, sort of stealth action game. Came out back in 2010, I think. Or was it 2011? I can't remember. It's somewhere down there. But correct me if I'm wrong, the man here sounds exactly like the same man who did the voice for Siphon Filter, the guy who acted as Gabe Logan. It sounds exactly like him. Correct me if I'm wrong, as the main protagonist here in the game, or antagonist, or the good guy anyway. So this was complete, yeah. This is the PAL edition, and some of my games are NTSC. You'll probably notice that in the video looking along. But yeah, pretty nice game. I played it for like 5 or 10 minutes. This game was open as well. This was from the flea market. I got a good deal on it, like just under $10 or $8. Just the regular retail edition. As I was saying, Halo 3 ODST. Have not played this yet, but I can't wait to. It's supposed to be pretty cool. Oh yeah, as I was saying, my Xbox 360 is a PAL Xbox 360. I haven't JTagged or hacked it or anything like that, so this game is region free, which is pretty cool. And again, complete with both discs. You get the manual over here. So yeah, Halo 3 ODST speaks for itself. Either you love it or you hate it. Over here we have Star Wars Racer. This came from the same store that was closing down. I'm just got a mixed pile over here. It was open. It wasn't that badly scratched as well. I guess somebody bought this game and they didn't like it. But I've been looking for this game because I wanted to play this game on Dreamcast, especially because since it supports VGA mode. I don't know if you can get it right there. It says VGA mode. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting game. Nothing groundbreaking. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll like this game just for a few laughs with your friends. I think Racer Revenge on PS2 was better, but that was a long time ago. I don't remember. So yeah, Star Wars Racer. Played it. It's okay. It does not support although it does say VMU compatibility. It doesn't show anything on my VMU. I guess my VMU must be worn out. More games. This game, Fight Night Round 2, the only reason I got this is because I already have this on PS2 around somewhere, but because this one contains Super Punch-Out from the Super Nintendo, I couldn't say no. I just had to get it. This game, again, came complete, pretty good condition. Damn, I should have brought out... I do have the Game Boy controller lying around somewhere. That actually helps to play Super Punch-Out a little bit better than the GameCube controller. But other than that, this is also a pretty good boxing game. Although, not the Game of Pro once was. So yeah, got that one for Super Punch-Out. Over here, we have Crimson Skies on the Xbox. NTSC again, my Xbox, my original Xbox is NTSC. Apparently this was considered the best Xbox Live game by IGN once upon a time. Try me out. I don't know if that is even going to work. That's been offline for 3 years. But I got this bad boy sealed. Sort of a Indiana Jones sort of action adventure game. I can't wait to play this. I just want to show you guys that I got it sealed for a very good price. Now Ninja Gaiden Black, you have here for the Xbox. Again, this game was loose. It didn't come with this cover at all. What happened was I picked up another Xbox lying around, because I needed some spare parts for my other Xbox, and this was in the tray, so it was a pretty good bonus. In fact, I'll show you that Xbox in a second here. Maybe not. Noisy, aren't I? Yeah. This is the Xbox that it was in. Now it's missing the CD tray because I took out the CD tray and put it in my other Xbox that you probably saw in my previous video. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden was in there. And that was such a cool bonus. Oh, these things are heavy. Again, the insert was printed out on a Xerox printer on just plain paper, nothing fancy, but it does the job, and I'm happy with what the result was. Looks okay. Very, very hard game. Very hard game. Anyway, we'll fix that for later. I found it hard. I mean, I guess other people would rather play Mario and just jump around all day, but that doesn't mean this is not a good game. This is a very good game, and if you are able to unlock all the bonuses, the main bonus that I'd like to play is the original Ninja Gaiden arcade game. I love that game. That's in here, but I have to find a way to finish the game first on hard. Moving along again, we have Blinks 2, another game I picked up loose, and another game I printed. You can see this is an Xbox 360 case now. The original Xbox cases were darker green, whereas these are more of a flashier green. I prefer these. These are harder and well built. These are a bit flimsy, although these will probably last longer. Haven't really played Blinks 2 yet. Apparently another good game. We'll find out. NBA Inside Drive. I actually enjoy sports games. People hate sports games; they don't like them. But this is a good sports. This is actually a pretty good game. I liked it. It's very more kind of reminds me of NBA Jam. That that arcade feel. Not really a simulated game. Not like EA Sports or anything. But this was lying around loose. Also, all this was printed insert. Finally, for games, Star Wars Clone Wars and Tetris Worlds. Promotional copy or promotional offer, not for resale. But again, I've been meaning to get this game. However, I do have this lying around on somewhere for GameCube, but I wanted to see the Xbox version. Besides, Tetris is a pretty good game. Both games come on one disc. This game does take a while to load because I guess it's a double disc. But I got both manuals as well, which is pretty cool. And on top of that, the whole 2-day free Xbox trial, which is worthless now. In fact, it was worthless 3 years ago. Clone Wars, again, another Star Wars game. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'd probably like it, especially if you have like 3 or 4 other friends. You can play multiplayer and games like that. I personally wanted to get this game for Tetris Worlds. I'm a big Tetris fan. So that's it for games. Next, and this is what I'm pretty happy I found. This is a PS1 fighting stick by Hori for the PS1, but it does work with the PS2. You got your turbo selections here. Pretty much all the buttons work fine. Stick is pretty solid. Again, this is for the PS1, but it does work with the PS2 flawlessly. No problems at all. No lag, nothing like that. So, if you have Street Fighter or Tekken or basically any fighting game, this is a great machine to work with. Hopefully, if I can get some adapters for my GameCube well, I did find one a few months ago, but it didn't work. The mapping is all messed up. I do have one for the Xbox, but I don't have any fighting games to test it on yet. The thing is, when I did pick this up, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that in good condition. This was all rusted. It was nasty. Scrubbed this thing with steel wool, a combination of steel wool, baking soda and vinegar. Just kept scrubbing it to get all the rust out. Now it looks fairly decent. Again, made by Hori. This is an original Hori fighting stick, made in Japan. Very nice piece of hardware. I picked this up very, very reasonable price. In fact, probably the equivalent of $5 or less, probably. Next up, nothing too fancy or flashy. This is a AC adapter for the Kinect. If you have the old fat Xbox 360, which is what I have. So if I were to find a Kinect, I'm gonna be able to power it up. I guess somebody didn't need this because they had the Slim already, so they can just play their Kinect. What I liked, I don't know, you can't see it there, but this thing runs from 100 volts to 240, so it's pretty much universal, which is very, very convenient. So there's a good chance that this thing works, and when I do find a Kinect lying around, I am gonna get it powered up. I've got more controllers as well. Got a Super Nintendo controller, first party. This thing is very, very clean. This thing was wrapped up in a bag. I'm pretty sure it's been barely used. Now I have 2 more Super Nintendo controllers. One of those doesn't really show the L or the R triggers over here. It just has them sort of, built like without printed on. They're just sort of. It says L without the dark markings here. So I guess Nintendo probably revised their Super Nintendo controllers. But this has the SNS05, which you can't really see. So yeah, these are getting harder and harder to find. But there's always third party. This is the Logic 3 speed pad. Has an auto function as well. No shoulder buttons, none to speak of. D-pad feels pretty stiff, which is pretty good. Buttons feel okay as well. This came out probably back about 20 years ago for the Super Nintendo. Haven't tried it yet because my Super Nintendo doesn't work, but now that I have 4 controllers, I'm happy. 3 original, or 3 first party and 1 third party. And finally, for controllers, got a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive in this case because of the blue start button. And this thing's pretty shiny. I'm sure it's first party. It doesn't look fake. It has Sega on the back there. I don't have a Mega Drive either. I have 1 Mega Drive game, or Genesis for some of you people out there. But when I do find one, I am gonna have a controller ready and a game. Now let's just twist over here and look at this bad boy. Now I know you're saying, wow, or whatever, yellow Sega Game Gear. That's right, this is a original yellow Sega Game Gear. Missing 1 battery cover on the back. That is not Power Rangers. This is one of those, I don't know if you can see it there on the label, but it's got like 20 games in one. And a couple of cool games in there. Now, unfortunately, this thing doesn't work. We got our little third-party AC adapter here. It did work when I brought it home that day, but now, as you can see, it's just not even going to switch on, which is a big shame. What's even more of a shame is I butchered my other Dreamcast Sega Game Gear for the power supply. This one would power on, but the screen was dead. This one wasn't powering on, full stop. I had made the switch, and this is the power supply that was in that Game Gear. I did the switch. Now this was the problem. Now it's a problem with that one. Obviously, there's a malfunction in that Game Gear. So I'll probably need a third Game Gear and probably combine the 3 of these to make one ultimate Sega Game Gear, which is a shame. This game, out the way there. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed that this thing stopped working. It did work. I shit you not, or I do promise you that this thing did work when I brought it home. But I'm going to keep it anyway, even for the sake of the case. I'll probably just strip it down or something, I don't know. That yellow Game Gear came with these things are hard to open. I hate it when this happens, especially when you're recording. Came with Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll say Game Gear. I was able to play this game, but unfortunately now the thing's dead. So yeah. And finally, last but not least, We have here a Jolt pack. Oh, sorry, upside down. A Jolt pack for the Nintendo 64. This thing runs on 2 AAA batteries, and perfectly speaking, I would not recommend this accessory. Get yourself a first party or a better third party one. This thing, as a Jolt or Rumble pack, this thing works fine. It's even convenient. You don't need to take it in and out. You just keep switching back and forth. But every time you switch it off, it gets corrupted and you lose your save. So here's the box for it. It's made by Blaze. I'm not too fond of Blaze's third-party support for the Nintendo 64. I have an extension cord by them lying around somewhere. It's not a good thing. It's no good. So yeah, there you have it. As you can see, and there is more to come. There will be more to come, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm a little rusty. This is very late at night, but I couldn't not do any more videos. Take care, guys. Bye.